Hello and welcome to Getting to Good Enough, a podcast to help you let go of perfectionism so you can do more of what you love. I'm Shannon Wilkinson, a life coach in Portland, Oregon. I'm a recovering perfectionist who's getting better at good enough.
And I'm Janine Adams, a certified professional organizer in St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm lucky enough to be naturally good at good enough.
And today we are talking about letting go of stuff. Hey Janine.
Hey Shannon, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excited because I'm going to Salt Lake City tomorrow to attend the Roots Tech conference.
Oh, that's very exciting. Although by the time our listeners, yes, I just want to point out, by the time our listeners hear this, you will have already gone and had a fantastic talk.
That's right, and a fantastic time.
Yes.
Because it's not just about my talk, right?
No.
Yeah, we had fun a couple years ago when we went.
We did.
I will be there wishing you were there too.
Yeah. Well, I wish I could be there, but instead of heading to snowy Salt Lake City, will be heading shortly to sunny Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes, that's right. I just have to say it's not snowy in Salt Lake City right now. But yes, you'll be going to Phoenix, and you'll be doing some talking there too.
I will.
And when this airs, will you have come and gone? Any idea?
I believe that I will be done with my talks by the time this airs.
Oh, so well, okay.
Let's celebrate our successful talks.
I know, you were awesome.
So are you.
Well, thank you.
Oh, all right. Well, today we wanted to talk about letting go of stuff.
Oh, yes. Something I think about all the time.
Yeah. I mean, this is like what you do.
I help people let go of stuff. Yes, I do.
Yeah. And one of the reasons we wanted to talk about this was after last week's episode where we talked about using up things, that sometimes you discover that you have things that you aren't going to use, or perhaps you have more than you could ever use up. And it would be a good idea to let it go.
Right. Let somebody else use it.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have worked with a client recently who was a couple, and when they made the decision to let something go, the word they used was release. The husband would say to the wife, "I think it's time we released this." She said, "Yes." And I thought that was great.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
I always think of it as to pass it along. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pass this along.
Yeah, I like that. That's a nice, friendly way to characterize it.
Yeah. And I think that that's actually a really good point to make, is to figure out what language works for you. Because if you feel good about what you're doing, it will make it much easier to do. Right.
I know some organizers who refer to rather than saying like declutter, which is a term I typically use about my process, they'll use the word edit, which I rather like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and like we did the episode on our closets, and I think we used curate.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
So I think these are all
important.
Yeah, and they're all ways to talk about the same thing that we're talking about, which is another term just came into my mind, and I have a feeling that this might be a term that annoys you, but right sizing.
Yeah, that is one of those terms that annoys me. I can't exactly say why, but it just seems.
I know. I wasn't sure why I had that idea, but I did have the idea that was not going to be one of your favorite terms.
Right. It just seems made up.
Well, it is.
Yeah. I had a client, another couple I worked with, who the husband is a surgeon, a hand surgeon, and they referred to the process when they're working together. They would talk about debriding it.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. That's what worked for them.
Wow, that's not really a pleasant image for me.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
If it works for them.
Right. I like letting go. That works that. It's a nice, gentle way to think about it for me. But so many people, including me, I'm sure, I know, are tend to hang on to stuff sometimes. Sometimes it's because to make the decision to let it go is more effort than not making the decision to let it go.
Right.
Stuff can just accumulate so easily in that way.
Yes, definitely.
I see a lot of expired things in people's homes, which are easy to let go.
Right. Well, and that's part of what got me thinking about this is, and I talked about this in past episodes, but the big decluttering of the pantry at home, and how I discovered a lot of expired things because it was so disorganized. And I also found things that were not expired, but we had accumulated so many of different things, like tubes of toothpaste and bars of soap, that we would never be able to use them, or they were perhaps purchased for teenage boys who are not showering very often in our showers any longer, because they don't live there, not because they're not showering.
I was going to make that clear too.
But they're all perfectly good things and usable, and we're not going to use them, or
so
we're not going
to them.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to use them quickly enough. So, and believe it or not, soap does go bad.
Right. We talked about that last week, I think.
Yes, I know. I'm not soap obsessed, I swear.
Yeah, you're all about the soap, Shannon.
Which reminds me, I picked up some of the soap that I talked about last week from Trader Joe's, and it's oatmeal and honey soap. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, I was at Trader Joe's today buying dog treats, and it went through my mind I should look for the soap, and then it was a different Trader Joe's than my usual one, and nothing was where it should be. So I quickly found the dog treats and left.
Yeah.
I had to ask where the dog treats were. That's how bad it was. But anyway, I did think of you when I was there. So it's the oatmeal soap. Okay, good to know.
Yeah. So with the things that I found that there was too much of, then we decided to pass those things along, even though they were perfectly good, and they were, any number of reasons why we could have kept them. There was really not a good reason to keep them.
Right. And you freed up a lot of space if it was a lot of soap.
Yeah. It was a shocking amount of soap.
So what did you do with the soap?
I, rather than try to figure out the best place to take the soap, I just put it in the Goodwill bag.
Excellent. I often recommend clients that they do that. Don't get involved in trying to find out the place that really needs the soap when there is a one-stop donation site where you can do it. I mean, if it's easy, we have a place. I'm lucky in my work because I bring in a team, and usually there's one person who's on my team a lot who lives near a place that is a food pantry, and also they give away personal care items to needy people. So the bars of soap will go right there. Circle of Concern gets that stuff. And if Terry's on my job, then she'll take it. And that just makes it, and that's easy. But if it's not easy to take it there, then we don't want it sitting in the client's house waiting for her to take it. So that was smart.
Yeah, that's something else that has really sort of tripped me up in the past in letting go of things, is wanting this thing to find the best possible next home. and which often results in it not going anywhere.
Right. I see that in my clients all the time. And I will just say to them, and I mean it really wholeheartedly, so just trust it's going to get in the hands of someone who needs it. If it's not, if it's a nice article of clothing and you donate it to Goodwill, someone will be thrilled. You don't have to donate it to Just for Success, just because that's where people are looking for the nice clothing or what have you. Just trust that it will find its home. And usually that works because at least with our work, when I'm bringing in a group of organizers, people are really motivated to make things go as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Time is money. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just have a Goodwill bag that I'm constantly adding to, and when it gets full, I drop it off.
Oh, that's great. Good for you.
Yeah. It just makes it so much easier, and like you said, I just trust that it's gonna go somewhere to someone that needs it.
Yep. Do you remember my big yarn decluttering of summer 2019? I think it was the summer when I went through all my yarn and my half-done projects and so forth, and it felt so good to get half stuff either finished or maybe unraveled, or in some cases still half done, like the yoga socks I promised you. No, fingerless gloves I promised you.
Oh yeah,
which have not been done. But I ended up with some balls of yarn, right, that I didn't want anymore, and it was hard because I wanted to find good homes for that yarn, although it wasn't the greatest yarn. Otherwise, I would have kept it. But I took it to one friend who is a newer knitter. No, not necessarily newer, but a knitter, and or a group of friends, and let them pick. And then I just donated the rest of it. And I'm just hoping that it will thrill someone to get it.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, I enjoy going to thrift stores, and I love when I find something that feels like a great find.
Oh yeah, it is such a thrill, and it really shows you that something that one person doesn't value anymore can really be of great value to somebody else, whether it's somebody who's really needy or somebody who is just adventurous in their shopping.
Right. Well, and that is a good point in that it's I was just thinking about our food situation again, and we ended up with like 3 packs of macaroni and cheese, the Annie's organic macaroni and cheese. And there's no way we'll be able to eat all of that before it expires. And so passing
you're
that...
not trying hard enough, Shannon.
It's true. I know I'm not trying hard enough, but it just has to go.
Yeah.
I have it occasionally, but
right. Yeah, you want it to give it away before it expires.
Exactly, because I had to throw out so much expired food, and it bummed me out.
Yeah.
So, keep an appropriate amount, an amount that I feel like we will eat in before it expires, and then pass along the rest.
Right. Speaking for myself, I think I stopped having to throw away as much expired food when I stopped purchasing food at Costco. So I still go to Costco, but I pretty much only do either, the paper goods and stuff, or there are a few refrigerated items that don't come in giant packages that I can get through. But I just had to be really careful because I was throwing away all this chicken broth and stuff because I forgot I had it because I bought so much of it. Yeah. So being careful when you're shopping can help eliminate the need to let stuff go before it expires. Right.
But, one of the other things that is hard for me in terms of letting go is like when I've edited something, like say my closet, and then I have space, and then I think, oh, I can go ahead and buy this t-shirt because I have space. And the next thing you know, I don't have space anymore. And so, I still sort of struggle with that, letting go of things when I'm going to say when I don't have to, but sort of when I'm not forced to. Like when I don't I usually do it because of space constraints, or, for there's a reason like that, as opposed to just because, I would like to keep my closet spacious and not crammed. I don't even know what that would mean. I mean, how would you describe a not crammed closet?
Right. A clear closet.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with only letting go of stuff when you need the space for it. But there really is a lot of ease that goes along with having a closet that's spacious because you haven't filled it full. And I think everybody has different thresholds for that. In my experience, I know I'll see we'll finish a closet that still feels too crowded to me, but the client is thrilled. So I think people have different thresholds. But when I was doing Project 333, I really enjoyed how few articles of clothing were hanging in my closet. It just made it so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like I'm in this sort of drastic up and down cycle. And it seems like it would be nice to flatten out that cycle a little bit.
Where you have a steady number of clothes that isn't too many?
Yeah. And that, like things sort of come and go, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, one in, one out, but that I don't go to extremes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how I might manage that other than, sort of somehow marking the space or the number, somehow creating boundaries for myself that are smaller than it doesn't fit anymore.
Right. Well, maybe having an ideal number of clothes, that is the amount that fits comfortably in your closet, and then stopping shopping. Or if you do shop, then one in, one out.
Right. Yeah, I guess I was hoping for like some magical way of making that happen without it being one in, one out, but I think that's what it is.
Well, just don't get anything else. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the easy way. I mean, relatively easy way would be to just decide you have enough and not shop.
Right. I don't spend a lot of time shopping, but
No, I know you don't, but you do enjoy acquiring a nice garment, as do I.
Yes.
So, and it is, it takes some discipline to remove old stuff when you buy new stuff, especially when there's room. So I'm experiencing that right now. So I completely understand. And I guess for me, it doesn't bother me to have to do a declutter, or I usually want to do it when I do it.
Right. You wait until you want to do it.
Yeah, that's it. And for me, if I have gone shopping and have some new stuff, that's usually a good time to do it. So it doesn't feel so much like a chore.
Mm-hmm.
It's, but maybe because I do it all the time, it doesn't feel like a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I think it just feels like a big deal because I let it go so long. Mm-hmm. And then it's a lot more work than if I just sort of kept up with it.
Like so many things, right?
Yep.
So maybe the answer is a monthly, first Sunday of the month, you take a look at your closet and remove anything that's not making you thrilled.
See, that's what I was hoping for. That's the magical thing.
Cool, that resonates with you. Good.
Yeah. Well, I love that. It's just a little system that isn't hard to maintain, and it's easy to remember.
Yeah. I mean, there are so many things. Like, it made me think of our friend Margaret Lukens, who used to be a professional organizer, and she's so organized. And I remember learning from her that she, every I think it was every Sunday, or I don't know, a certain, maybe it was the first Monday of the month, something like that. She would go through her office supplies, see what she was running low on, and place orders for new to replenish. I'm like, what? To me, that's just like the ideal I could never manage to do. I mean, that was like extra. Like, wow. Yeah. So, but this, what I suggested to you feels a lot easier than that to me. And, hats off to Margaret or anybody else who can do that sort of thing. Because I have a hard time keeping on top of my supplies personally. The ones that I go through a lot of. Yeah. So that's cool. I like the idea of you're doing a little closet cleanse, or a little closet curation every Sunday. We could do that together. We always say this, right? Not every Sunday. The first Sunday in the month.
Yeah.
Oh, which is this coming Sunday. But I'm traveling that day.
Maybe we should do it the last Sunday of the month.
Oh, excellent. Make it the start time as far away as possible and still be a Sunday, a monthly Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. I would do that with you.
Oh, good. I like that. Maybe some of our listeners want to join in.
Yeah.
We can make the last Sunday of the month the Curation Sunday.
Yeah. All we have to do is remember it. It's so far away now, so I don't know if we will.
I'm gonna put it on the calendar.
Excellent. There's a system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it will be Sunday the 29th.
March 29th. Okay.
I am doing it right now.
Okay. Excellent.
And it will repeat every month on the last Sunday. Okay.
Till the end of time?
Yes, forever. Forever and ever.
Excellent. Well, who knows? We can do it together. We could even try to do it simultaneously and have FaceTime or phone going. And
that's always fun.
Mm-hmm, and maybe we'd get some audio that we would run on the podcast. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, that was what started our first collaboration of Declutter Happy Hour, which eventually spawned other things, which spawned this. So,
right. Yeah, where we would declutter on the phone together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds terrific. And yeah, I would love it if other people want to do it. And we could take some before and after pictures too. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like before and after pictures?
Me, of my stuff, when my before is so shockingly embarrassing. But I would share.
Yeah. Okay, good. And I bet it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's fine. Good. Well, so what else comes to mind on helping people letting go of stuff?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. That was there's so much and there's not that much time. Give me 3 hours. But, well, I don't know how much you want to get into. I will say that very quickly, the 3 things that I hear most about from people who are reluctant to let go of stuff is that A, they've spent a lot of money on it, so they don't want to let it go. And my response to that is always the money spent. And letting it go is the only way to get any money back if you sell it. And why have that guilt hanging around? The other is I might need it someday. And my response to that is usually, well, could you get it again if you needed it? And will you be able to find it if you need it? I mean, if you don't let anything go. And then the third thing is it was a gift. And it was a gift is a toughie.
Yeah.
But I believe wholeheartedly that when I give a gift, it's the gift recipient can do whatever they want with it. And I tried to say to the client, would the person who gave that to you really want you to keep it, knowing that you're trying to let go of things and simplify? And usually they say no, and then they let it go.
Yeah. Well, and those all come up for me, and it's useful to remember why I want to declutter in the first place. What my purpose is in doing it. Like all things we talk about on this podcast.
Exactly. It boils down to knowing why it's important to you. But
Yeah.
it's so true. With in our decluttering sessions with our clients, it's always always goes back to their goals and what they're hoping to get out of decluttering.
Yeah.
And so the question that I always say is, does keeping this contribute to that goal?
Right.
And that fits right into what you just said.
That's great. Well, and I've been using that ruthlessly in cleaning out my gazillion email inbox now.
Oh, yeah.
And I am working through the backlog and then dealing with stuff as it comes in. And I'm subscribed to a lot of newsletters, and I sort of have this feeling of, well, I might need that sometime, or that, sometimes there's good stuff in there. But now what I'm saying to myself is keeping this worth having to deal with it in the future?
Oh, nice.
And that's a completely different bar.
Right.
Then, well, it might have something useful in it sometime, because that's true. That's really hard to argue with.
Yeah.
But is, staying subscribed to this worth having to deal with it?
Right.
And not a lot is meeting that criteria. So,
right. Well,
it's
and
good.
so much, that so much, I don't know what kind of stuff you're talking about, but so much is available online and, just from a Google search. And I know that I would not search my email inbox for something before I searched Google. I would have to remember it was in my email, which I wouldn't. So,
right.
Yeah. So that's good. Is it worth dealing with in the future?
Yeah. So that's been very helpful to me.
Cool.
Yeah. So what about you, our listeners? How do you let go of stuff? What do you call it? We would love to hear from you. You can give us a call at 413-424-GTGE. That's 4843. You can let us know on social media at Getting to Good Enough on Facebook and Instagram, and at GTG Enough on Twitter. And then you can always comment on the show notes on our website at gettingtogoodenough.com. But for now, this is Shannon Wilkinson in Portland, Oregon.
And Janine Adams in St. Louis, Missouri.
And we hope that good enough is getting easier for you. Would you feel bad if I had Curation Sunday on my own without you the first time?
I don't know what to say to that. No, that would be fine.
I was worried for a second.
I'm devastated.